This is going to be the video for jump days 1 and 2, just a handful of jumps that you can throw in after your warm-up before you start your lift, just to become a little bit more athletic, more powerful, and jump a little bit higher and a little bit further. So let's get right into it with jump day number 1. So jump day 1, first thing we're going to start off with is something we call bunny hops. Pretty much all I'm doing is keeping my hands at my hips, keeping my feet together, and I'm just bouncing back and forth. Pretty much all the jumping is happening at my ankles, not really bending my knees too much. And I'm jumping in about a 1 foot distance, just back and forth. We're going to go 20 touches, so 20 touches going forward and back, facing forward, and then same concept, 20 touches facing to the side, jumping to the side. 40 total touches, 20 facing forward, and then you're going to go 20 to the side. Next thing we're going to do is just squat jumps. So I'm squatting down and exploding up, trying to get up as high as I can. We want these to be 5 consecutive fluid jumps. So I'm not going to reset after each jump. I'm just going to do 5 fluid jumps, getting down and exploding up, trying to get up as high as I possibly can here. Next thing we're going to do is forward bounds, which is kind of like a single leg jump. You're going to alternate back and forth, left leg, right leg, and then back and forth like I am demonstrating here. So you're kind of going in a zigzag pattern with your feet. So what your idea here is you're trying to cover as much distance as you can and be explosive off that single leg. We're going to do 2 reps of these at about 25 yards each. Remember to rest in between, maybe 1 to 2 minutes in between reps. We're just going to do 2 of these, about 25 yards, alternating back and forth like I'm demonstrating in this video. Single leg bounds, facing forward. Next thing we're going to do is single broad jumps. So you're just doing 1 single broad jump at a time, and you're going to do 5 separate reps, probably with 20 seconds of rest in between each jump. But all you're doing here is hinging down on your hips, dropping your chest, and I'm going to use my arms to help momentum and swing forward, and then I'm trying to cover as much distance as I can with each jump. So both legs at the same time, and then I'm going to stick the landing with 2 legs, trying to be explosive and cover as much distance as we can with these single broad jumps. Following that, we're going to do some single broad jumps into a 90-degree landing. So you're doing a single broad jump and you're turning midair facing to the side. So you're going to turn 90 degrees midair and land on 2 feet. You should be turning at a 90-degree angle and facing to the side. So we're going to do 3 of these facing each way. Same concept as single leg broad jumps. You're just adding in a turn factor here. So try to turn it midair and be athletic here, and then stick the landing on 2. Last thing we're going to do here for jumps day 1 is a single broad jump into a 45-degree angle. So same thing as before, 1 single broad jump at a time. This time you're going to go kind of diagonally, like at a 45-degree angle. So instead of going straight forward, you're going diagonally. We're going to do 2 of these each way. So 2 of them to the left diagonally, and then 2 of them to the right diagonally. Same concept. You're trying to cover as much distance as you can. This time we're just going at an angle. This is going to wrap up jump day 1, and we'll go into jump day 2 here. Jump day 2 is going to start off with bunny hops, but this time just on the single leg. So 1 leg at a time, hands are on my hips, and same idea, really just bouncing around, keeping it all in the ankle, not bending my knee too much. We're going to do 10 touches, so my foot touching the ground 10 times forward, and then 10 touches to the side, and that's on both legs. So 10 touches forward and 10 touches to the side on each leg. Following those single leg bunny hops, we are going to do, just like day 1, some squat jumps. We're going to do 5 consecutive fluid squat jumps in a row, being explosive and jumping up as high as we possibly can here. After that, we're going to do some split squat jumps. So I am in this wide split squat stance. And just like squat jumps, I'm going to do consecutive fluid jumps. We're going to do 4 on each side, dropping our knee down, not banging it against the ground. And we're getting as low as we can without our knee dropping to the ground. Then we're exploding up, trying to get as high as we possibly can here. 4 on each side, split squat jumps. Next thing we're going to do is triple broad jump. So similar to single broad jump, this time we're just going to do 3 in a row. So 3 consecutive broad jumps back to back to back. Being athletic, trying to cover as much distance as you can. As I demonstrate here, you are just going into 3 consecutive jumps here. We're going to do 3 reps of this, so 9 total jumps. Make sure you rest in between each rep. Do 3 broad jumps, rest for 30 seconds or so, and then another 3 broad jumps, and then same thing one more time. After that, we're going to do another triple broad jump. This time we're going to go 1 broad jump going forward. The second broad jump is going to be diagonal angle, so 45-degree angle. And then the last broad jump is going to be forward. So it's going to go forward broad jump, diagonal broad jump, and then forward broad jump. All fluid consecutive jumps. We're going to do 2 reps on each side. So I'll do 3 jumps going forward, going to the right at a 45-degree angle, and then going forward, and that will be 1 rep on the right side. Same thing on the left side, 2 reps on each side. Last jumps to finish day 2 here. We're going to do lateral hops into a broad jump. So I'm going to be facing to the side, and I'm going to do some lateral hops, trying to cover as much distance as I can. I went about 5 yards here, so maybe lateral hops for about 5 yards, and then you're going to turn on that final landing and go straight into a broad jump and cover as much distance as you can with that broad jump. So lateral hops into a broad jump. We're going to go 3 reps on each side, alternating sides to finish up day 2 here. That is going to conclude the 2 jump days.